Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Awesome. Hey, Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome. Govinda. Howdy, Bo there, Govinda.
Hey, Bo.
Ready to chant?
Sorry?
Bliss out, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm really blissed out reading these pastimes, and lots of devotees are phoning me and making connections. And one devotee apologized,
Oh, nice.
coming back again. Nice. Oh, it's all good. All good.
Great. Awesome. All right. Nityananda Gauranga. Jesus, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Nityananda, Nityananda, oh Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, my Lord Shri Krishna. Radhe, 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 Radhe. Radhe, 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 Madhava, Radhe, Madhava. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh, my Lord Shri Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh my God. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya. Yeah. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Sandra, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, what's going on here? Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Oh, that was fine. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It's Raganuga Disco time. Yeah. All right. Absolutely. Yeah. This is it. I am high, Yeah, I was reading about dopamine today, and let's see this one is. Yeah, I was reading about dopamine and addiction, and it's very interesting. If you take like some kind of drugs, or even like pot, alcohol. What it does, it gives you a dopamine rush, very spike, like really, and your brain, really likes it, really gets it, really likes it. And so basically, yeah. And so anyway, it's very interesting how it works. And actually, it's not really that good for you because it's not natural. It's kind of a spike thing. And what it does, you end up getting addicted to that spike. And because it gives you this pleasure. And but then you have to do more of it, all kinds of interesting things like that. But the natural dopamine, which is interesting, is like there's natural ways to do, to get a dopamine rush, a little thing like even what you eat, stuff like that, meditation, other a lot of good things to raise the dopamine, not in like these huge spikes. But then I realized something about chanting. Because there's a happiness you get. It's kind of like a drug, you get an intoxication and you get really high, on this chanting. And so this guy that's a very expert, he studied this stuff for years, in the lab. He was like obsessed with understanding this thing. And he said the natural kind of dopamine thing is the best because it's like if you look forward to eating something and you get pleasure. Oh yeah, it's a pleasure thing. Whenever you eat something, you have sex, there's pleasure in it. So like eating, looking forward to eating everything, that pleasure is because of the dopamine thing. So, but if that pleasure is withheld, then it's like, oh, it's no big deal. See, but the thing with the drugs, you have to have it. It's like now it's not like you just like eating some nice food. Now you have to have it and you want it. And that's the problem. And then you get so addicted, you ended up having it, you'll do that becomes your priority as well and all that. So it makes perfect sense. And if people knew this, they can have an edge. Now chanting fits into the category of it's something you really like, see? And you get a bit bigger high than the alcohol and pot and all that stuff. At least I do, You get a bigger high. And like if I have to miss a session, I mean I always look forward to it. I really like it, but sometimes I get busy. It's not like I gotta do it, like that. And that's important. See, it's really because that's the way the Lord set it up. Because this is to do with the spiritual body. It's perfect. Everything to do with the material body, there's problems, and it's perfect, but there's this you don't have to. It's like you get that high, and it's natural, and it's to do with the spiritual body. So it's kind of an addiction, but not an addiction. It's like if you were withhold from having to chant. I mean, it's not like you just really love it when you do it. That's freedom, man. The spiritual body, the spirit is just perfect. Just the whole thing. Where you get high, and you get addicted, but not in a bad way,
And I remember I went to this. It's quite a nice devotee actually. He gave this lecture. It's really nice. It's a nice devotee actually, and he gave this lecture. He did a scientific experiment. I think it was 2 bowls of rice, and he chanted. It was a proper scientific experiment. Chanted Maha Mantra over 1 bowl of rice for a month, and then did the same not the same to this other bowl of rice. He just shouted obscenities at it, and they saw the marked difference. The bowl of rice with the Maha Mantra was healthy. The other one was putrid. It went horrible. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it shows you even the spirit works really well in this whole thing. So anyway, I thought it was very interesting and why this is going to be really important and popular, especially since we're chanting. Many of us are chanting now on the ecstatic stage, and everybody wants to be this happy Why not? That's why the Lord, it worked for the Lord, because after a while people got purified. They could see that this is fantastic, man. Where can you get stoned in perfect ecstasy without the addiction thing, like, that where it destroys your life? There's nothing that does nothing but makes my life better. This whole thing is never, it's like perfect. The whole thing. Lord Chaitanya really knew, uh, you know, this whole, how to, just the perfect method for Kali Yuga. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to this. Yeah. Well, thank you, Sachi. The best dentist too. Okay, let's read a little bit from the Bhagavatam. That was kind of nice. Let's read some of these glorifications here. Yeah, so we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and let's see. This is Canto 1, Chapter 1, verse number 15. O Sutta, those sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them, whereas the waters of the Ganges can sanctify only after a prolonged use. I mean, isn't that a fantastic here? We're teaching people how to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. And so many people now already in our Sangha can sanctify others, because you could see who has taken shelter. You can see Govinda has completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. It shows in his activities and in the Lord giving himself to him being really happy and doing devotional service. Lalita Ganga, river, others also, Janaki, completely taking shelter. They can sanctify others. Isn't that amazing? That is like, people don't see this. They don't understand this in Vaishnava. They think, oh no, only my Guru Dev. And a lot of their Guru Devs really aren't even at the stage of that fully taking shelter. A lot of them are like the Pharisee types. They're just pious persons, maybe, usually, sometimes. I mean, they could be like the Pope nowadays, he's the opposite. But anyway, it's still not like those who really take shelter. That's why it's important to get the association of those who have taken the shelter, Lord, and reap the result of that. See, why would anybody take shelter of the Lord's lotus feet? I mean, in surrender, unless they experience that this was the greatest thing to do, that the greatest happiness is in this. And the Lord shows you that, and then you teach others how to do that too. And that we're already doing that. We're already rolling down the road in this. Okay? And I'll tell you, if anybody's having a little problem, you just keep sticking out. You got plenty of role models here showing you how to take shelter, what they're doing to take shelter, and the result of that. More and more we can trust that transcendental Lord. We can trust real devotees who have real bhakti. And then when you get that and you've taken shelter like this, you can pay that forward to others, just like Gorhar, like I have done here. It's really wonderful. It really is. There's nothing perfect like this. To take shelter of the Lord's lotus feet. What does that mean practically? Well, when you see devotees who've done that, they show you, chanting the holy name with surrender and the Lord, and that devotee communing with the Lord, and all these beautiful symptoms, this wild intoxication that comes from this communion. It's like, a bee goes into a honey flower and the bee is intoxicated on the sweet honey. Well, that's what devotees do with God. See, it's like that. Yeah, there's no greater thing to do, and that's what you're going to get in Sadhu Sangha. You go right to the great treasure. No, this treasure and that treasure, all these little things along the road, and this path and that path, and you get this result, that result. You just go fly right up to the top of the mountain. You lift it up there. See, by the true vine and the gardener, oh, quick progress. Woo. Take shelter, you got father and mother here, you got Radha here, you got Krishna here, you got Lord Caitanya, who's Radha and Krishna. We got all these wonderful books. It would be impossible to fail. You just cannot fail. Okay? That's why the Lord says, oh yeah, if you really take shelter of my devotees who have my mercy, it is guaranteed. There's no doubt that you won't attain. No doubt, zero. But if you haven't found that yet, because if you're taking shelter of gurus who have not realized Krishna, you're still in progress. You're still in process. It's all leading you to meet that one who delivers you. Living guru. Because if you didn't bring it in this life, then you can't just do it from the book. I mean, I had to do it from the book because I, brought it in, obviously. And I looked around. I said, "Oh, let me find some nice living example who really knows about the mercy of Lord Caitanya. I already got it, but I wanted, hey, man, it'd be nice to have a role model, man. How about Narayan Raj? How about Tamal Krishna? How about Tu Radhakund Babaji? How about just staying with Prabhupada in the books? The best I found. For me. But not everybody can do it. Look at the Rhythmics. They've been trying for 50 years. Still hard hearts, right? They're not chanting like this. Many of them, most of them, all of them don't like this. Maybe Balaram's the only one who may like what we're doing a little bit. Yeah, Sosha. Didn't work. Doesn't work. That's why if you bring it in, then it's possible. That's why you see that Prabhupada said, if the Bhagavatam the Bhagavatam or the devotee can remove all the obstacles. And so the Rhythmics, they go right to the Bhagavatam. See, we don't need any living guru. We'll just go to, okay, great. Well, did you get over the obstacles? Are you chanting the holy name? Getting over the obstacles means you're chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and you're communing with God and the people can see it. They can see, hey, man, that Lord Caitanya did that. You're doing that. You must have got the mercy of Lord Caitanya. Okay? But the people, Vaishnavas, are so polluted and contaminated still, they can't see that. That seems to be obvious to me. What, you can't see a person chanting in ecstasy? No, they're sahaja. You're a sahaja. Oh, yeah? Find me a sahaja that gives class every day, twice a day. With people coming 5 years, more maybe. And actually, if you sum it up, 25 years, almost every day. What kind of sahaja can do that? See, proof is in the pudding, man. You have the mercy, you have the symptoms. Chapter 23 says that in the Majjhikanda. Life's ultimate goal, love of Godhead, describes the symptoms. If one has the mercy of this love of Krishna, it will show in their activities. They'll have activities like what? Like this. How do you know these are good activities? Because it was Lord Chaitanya's activity. He chanted in ecstasy. He had deep revelation, realization. He preached that. He made ecstatic devotees like we do. We obviously have the mercy of the Lord. So come here to the doctor, man. Come here. We'll give you a brain scan. We'll look at your brain, see how good a shape it's in. We'll tweak it a little bit with conclusive truth and get rid of all that ignorance that you believe that some fallen guru, some guru that's still in the modes of nature can deliver you. You got to get rid of that one. Otherwise, you don't even know Guru Tattva yet. Come on, man. Guru Tattva is the gateway to bhakti. That's why people get it so fast. They found the real guru, obviously. Otherwise, you cannot have this kind of bhakti that you have. I'm just pointing out the facts. If you're not like a Lalita Ganga and some of these devotees making that kind of advancement, well, I don't know. It's doubtful that you're a real guru. I mean, not everybody has that kind of bhakti here yet, but they look like they're doing pretty good. Practically everybody. Yeah, we might have a runt or two in the fold. Oh, yeah, but the runs are cute, They end up making it anyway, right? The runt gets the most mercy. Amy, I take shelter, Go Haridas, and the devotees of the amazing grace place, and it has been God sent, quite literally. The solution exit the deep-seated bewilderment of this illusory. Isn't that nice? I can relate there, Amy. That's what I'm doing, man. I just take shelter of this, man. I just take shelter. I love this path, man. This is the greatest thing. I can't believe that I stumbled across the pearl of great price, man. And it's my pleasure and my happiness to share it with others, man.
Thanks for using.
It's so great. Guru Tattva is a ticket. You see, those who that's all. You enter. You see, Guru Tattva is the door, right? Jesus said, "I'm the door." Those who enter the door, those who go in the door, become the shepherd of the sheep. See, you become practical teachers. See, and then you become the door also, because the Guru doesn't always stay here that long. If you're the younger generation, you make progress to that level, hey man. Otherwise you just keep the mission going. Basically, yeah, we're worshiping my Guru Dev. And everything will be spontaneous. Like me, it was spontaneous. People just started coming and said, "You're my Guru Dev." I just read to one lady, a little bit. She got love of Krishna, love of Gaur Prem, and her guru got envious and jealous and kicked her out. See, spontaneous. Finish with get out. Go to Haridas. Yeah, then Prabhupada comes and said, "Yep, has my approval. You're doing exactly what I want you to do." Yeah, that'll happen to you guys out there too. Automatically, people will just start coming. And if I'm on the planet, I'll say, "Oh yeah, man, just go there. No problem, man." If not, you'll have a dream. The Lord works like that. How many of these gurus had dreams? All they can do is really, I tell you, be honest with you, just speculate that Prabhupada really wanted us to be the saviors of the world. I would never follow Krishna consciousness if I believed that. If I believed that Prabhupada appointed them gurus, I would have rejected the path. I would reject it because they don't show any example. I'd rather be with Jesus. I got spiritual experiences with Jesus. All I do feel is with Tamal was a kind of cut off from the spirit. And my honest experience. I don't care, people. That's really offensive. Go hard. Well, it's my actual experience, man. I don't care in your mind how offensive it is. I bet this would be valuable for people looking for spirit, because I found it by getting rid of that. Because it's not true. That is an offense to the path. That is called idol worship. You don't like? Too bad for you, man. I'll go my merry way, chanting in ecstasy and making devotees, lifting them up spiritual path. Oh, you're still attached to worshiping mundane gurus like that? No problem. Go do it. I'm free. I'm here to free others. You want to be free from a Tamal Krishna? He ain't going to deliver you. You want no proof? Ram Das Vrijavasi. Ask Lalita Ganga, man. The guy's still got devils inside. They ain't coming out. Well, they're coming out automatically. You watch, you'll apologize. Goes for all. I didn't find one I was impressed with. None of them. They could be good persons, like Narayan Raj. He was a good guy. I mean, if you think, but still, I don't see any ecstasy. I don't even see it in any of his highest disciples. So why should I pay that like any big deal? No, he's these devotees now. He's a successor. Success in what? Here's the success. People get ecstatic devotion. They get the highest truth. They get the highest ecstasy that was preached 550 years. That's success. Isn't it? I'm just thinking out loud. Oh, Prabhu, you should, the thought police, man. No, you're not supposed to think out loud, man. No, just suppress that. Don't think straight, because that's an offense to think. Yeah, what are you, Facebook? In religious Facebook or something? Are you Zuckerberg of religion? That's what they do in religion. They do in politics. It's saying, what is the same thing nowadays? That's draconian, authoritarian religion. Bah humbug. Let's get the bugs out of here, man. Let's work the bugs out of the system. Let's do the real system that works. I'm here to free some captives, man. That's part of the job description. Didn't you ever read that verse? Jesus. What did he think? He just took it from the scriptures. I do the same. I said, yeah, I can relate, Jesus. I have been anointed by the Spirit of the Lord. Yeah, I can relate to that. To free the captives. Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, preach the good news to the poor. Yeah, love these poor people. They just take it to it easily, and boom, oh wow, this is great news, man. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the Spirit, man. I'm living in the Spirit. Yeah, see, they're easy. They get it easy, like a Fanny, like a Amy. Not a lot of this. We don't have to free them from all this bullshit they believed in from the speculating leaders and gurus and all that so-called gurus. We're into high-class guru stuff. High class is, you got the mercy of Lord Caitanya or not? No? You're low class still. I don't care how many fasts you do. When I was in the Narayan-Raj, we were talking about high-class guru. This is my experience, the truth, man. I'm not here to hold back. I mean, the high-class, he's talking high-class guru. High-class guru is fast, really good, man. High-class guru, 1 lakh a day. High-class guru follows all the rules. High-class guru. And I say, that's still low class. That's still less intelligent. High-class guru and real intelligence is simply this, is, do you got the mercy of Lord Caitanya or not? If you got the mercy and you can distribute the mercy, that's high-class guru. Get the job done, man. You got to be empowered by the transcendental potency to get the job done. Otherwise, you're no high-class guru. That ain't high-class enough. That's why, you see, Lord Caitanya kicked the brahmachari out. That was a high class in his mind and other people's minds. Oh, this guy brahmachari is high class. He doesn't commit any sin, doesn't have any sex, only eats fruits and milk, no vegetables. Let's get him. Let's bring him right into the kirtan. That was in the Narayan-Raj. Oh, you like that? Then you're high class. Oh, and my Lord says, no, they ain't high enough. He considers high class. You go to my devotee who has my mercy. Okay? And you develop faith in that devotee. I call that high class disciple. Then you become a high class guru. Otherwise, low class still. You ain't qualified enough. I'm here to represent that Lord that kicks brahmacharis out of his kirtan. Figure that out. That ain't good enough. Give me somebody that eats meat but likes what we do. That person will get more than the brahmachari. Give me a retarded person who just somehow their heart, Krishna gives them a steady heart and a faithful heart. That person will get more than Jai Patak and all these big so-called big gurus that have big followings. Why? Because the real mercy of Lord Caitanya is here. Yes or no? You see the danda? You see, it's in action now. It's smacking the illusion all over the place. Yeah, I know there's loud shouts here. Well, what do you expect if you're representing the loud lion? Like father, like son. It's not like that. You didn't find the real path yet. Amy knows all the right verses. You shall seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. That's right. See? I will, yeah. And you don't seek, when you seek, it's not with all your heart when you got a nice comfy position in politics. You don't see Trudeau seeking. You don't see Carl Schwab seeking, and you don't see these gurus seeking. They're too friggin' comfortable, man. They got all their followers and all their money. They're too comfortable to seek the Lord, right? And therefore, they got disciples who are also not seeking the Lord that much yet. Or they're bewildered, and we're here to take their bewilderment away and show them what is the real empowered devotee, man, the real flute of the Lord, to sing the song of God. So deliver people, the real Bhagavad Gita, man, 10:10, starting with. Yeah. Come on, I dare one of these guys. Come on, Achar Dave. Come on, man. Let's have a discussion. Radhanath, yeah. I know you guys are so busy, man. Busy doing what? We're really busy getting people into the kingdom of God. What are you busy doing? Doing your boring Bhagavatam classes? Blocking the real path? The real path is right here. Show me a better place. Show me a more real place than this, where you see real bhakti, man, and real people getting it. Come on, man. Show me something more real than this. Let's see it. Well, I never can. So easy for us to defeat Maya here, isn't it? You think Gore is going to go for, oh, you're so offensive to pure devotee. Yeah, show me that you're a pure devotee first. Show me how. Let me see that bead bag. Let me see the hand, and let me see that mouth chanting, and let's see some tears. Oh, well, that's asking a lot. Yeah, it is, isn't it? They refuse Krishna because they can't trade him in Wall Street. Exactly. You can't trade him in Wall Street. Yeah. We trade them like this. We give them out. We're so rich. See, you become rich in bhakti, man. You're rich in the spiritual potency of the Lord. And you give those riches out and they increase for you. I like this way, man. Win, and win more and win more. Karuna Sindhu is the disco dancing king of the Raganuga. Well, we need some purification. He's in the right place. All right. Isn't that great? I love this verse. O Sutta, those great sages who have completely taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord can at once sanctify those who come in touch with them, whereas the waters of the Ganges can sanctify only after prolonged use. See, that's related to the verse where Lord Krishna said, my devotees like you you purify just by being seen, whereas my holy places, my deity forms, the Ganges baths, they purify after a long time. See, right there in the Bhagavatam, same idea. Okay? So people should ask the question. Let me give you some help. Let me put a little tin hat on everybody and protect you from the 5G also at the same time. Okay? So what kind of mercy is that? What kind of caliber of devotee is that? What you see here, those who chant the holy name in great ecstatic love, because they got the mercy of Lord Caitanya. And right now, in this time, in this place, in this circumstance, that mercy is very easy to get. Why? Because it's here. Because we really, really, really have it. And it's only these illusionists, which we're gonna just wipe the floor with them soon. It's only the illusionists. Oh no, it can't be. They try to create an illusion. Oh, he's a sahaja. They're sahajas. They're sahajas. Well, you don't see intelligent sahajas like this. No. If you're not worshiping the Lord with loving ecstasy, prema bhakti, then you don't have these kind of realizations. You don't have this kind of understanding. This feeds people, man. People get life from these words. That's proof. What more proof do you want? You got the word that comes out, great revelations. You got great ecstasy here. And then you got people that are picking it up, man, swooping it up and being swept up in this ecstatic devotion. Come on, is there anything better than that to confirm what we're true? Confirm that this is the real deal in this world, first time in a long time, and giving out the mercy? Oh no, it's only Prabhupada. Well, you got this ecstasy here from Prabhupada, anybody? This is where it's leading. He wants you to come here. He wants you to appreciate what we're doing here. What is this thing? This is why Mahavirya left. Oh, I don't know. Prabhupada is the only way. He's back and he's still a Vaidhi because he rejects the Raganuga, that he doesn't see this as part of Prabhupada's mission. Yeah, Prabhupada came. He gave he gave me the dream. We were sitting side by side. He did it. I mean, I'm just dreaming, right? What am I dreaming? Prabhupada is there. I'm next to him on a cushion, same level. I can't. You can't cause any dream like that. It's just that. What's he saying, man? Hey, man, if you don't accept this as equal and actually, in a sense, better, because you're getting better, you're getting more, right? Yeah, what if you didn't meet? What if you Prabhupada disciples that are staying here? What if you didn't make this connection with Gora Hari Das? Would you get this? Would you still be on the Vaidhi Bhakti level, still confused? Why are these gurus? Why are they making a mess of ISKCON? Oh, I can't tell, See, that's how important this is. That's why Prabhupada came and said, do this. Ordered it. Put it right on the menu, ecstatic devotion now. Not Vaidhi. Ecstatic. All you Vaidhis, you should be coming here and get that mercy of the whole parampara now. They're distributing it. Yeah, priority rules. This is the priority now. Priority rules. This is priority rules. This is the priority. There's no excuse now not to understand the truth. The truth is Lord Caitanya came to give ecstatic devotion, prema. He came to give prema. He's giving prema now again. What other path is the right path when prema is given to even dogs? Then if you're a human being, you should get it if a dog can get it. Otherwise, you're in ignorance, man. It's ignorant to do that, stay on that path. If a dog can get prema when prema is being given, retarded people are getting prema. Ordinary people are getting prema. You don't have to be anything special. But coming here and hearing this vibration and becoming like taking shelter of it from your heart, you come there after a while, you should naturally want to. If that's what you want. You want God's grace? Do you want the Lord? You want a relationship with the Lord? It's here for everyone. It's already happening for so many. Why are you doing Vaidhi Bhakti? To get what we have already. To meet the devotees who have that grace. And then they tell you, oh yeah, just hang out with us, man. You're just here like from a Shukadev Goswami, an empowered devotee, about these confidential truths that you're hearing here. I just told you this whole class is all confidential information that none of these gurus understand, not even one. Not Narayan Raj, not these Radhakund Babajis. Don't tell me they do. You got to prove it. Show me one example that's as like the many devotees here. You can't even find one. That's okay. Okay, they just didn't have it. Didn't have the power to give it. Didn't have the authority. See, Prabhupada gave the authority here. So we do it. The Spirit knows it when the Spirit feels it is an authentic way. Yeah, only the Spirit can do that. See, most people are not in touch with the Spirit. See, they're still in the modes of nature. Devotees, they're lost in their minds still. And so they're jerked around. See, just like people in politics. You see, they're jerked around by people twisting words. That's how it is, isn't it? If Fauci, Bill, they twist the words. They take the data. Oh, believe in the data. We twisted the data. That you don't know. And just believe in the data. See, the data says this. The data says what we want it to say. And you are so stupid, you believe us. Well, the gurus are doing the same thing with Prabhupada's books. Well, the data says, the books say that you need this checklist. This checklist is the bona fide guru. Oh, yeah, somebody studied the philosophy and understands things, and has memorized the verses and whatever bullshit they put on the checklist. See? And you believe, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, but don't go to Gaur Hari. Don't go to any ecstatic devotees. No, that's not the qualification. See? They juggle the words to omit that. So what is the what do you think Krishna says? Are you ready to grow up? Are you ready to hear the birds and the bees? Are you ready? Are you ready to understand Bhagavad Gita for the first time? How about you, Radhanath? You want to hear Bhagavad Gita for the first time? Abandon all varieties of religion. And that means religious practices that are motivated. And you guys know, because you're all motivated. And it ain't Krishna that's motivating you. I know. I spied on you all. Well, most of you. They keep generating more gurus, more pure devotees, saviors of the universe, idol worshiping. Okay? So Vaishnavism becomes idol worship. That's why many Christians who have the spirit, they say, oh, it's idol worship. You're worshiping a false god. And you are. If you worship speculation, you're worshiping a false god. If you're worshiping a speculator claiming to be guru, but isn't a resident of Vrindavan because they're servants of Putana still, you're worshiping a false guru who represents a false god. Krishna is real when he's transmitted as he is. When the philosophy is transmitted as it is. When Guru Tattva is transmitted as it is. That's what busts all those persons. Hey, well, you come here and prove. Come here, one by one. Come here, prove that you're real. Let's see some here. You come and everybody, you should chant with us, you gurus out there. You show us that you are qualified. You're a resident Vrindavan. Because the Lord, when you chant the holy name, the Lord comes and embraces you. Radha comes and embraces you. And that shows in the form of tears of perfect worship, perfect pleasure of God. You're tasting it. You're relishing it. You're a recipient of the mercy of Lord Caitanya. Show us that you are the recipient of Lord Caitanya. Otherwise, get out of our way. We're here to liberate a few people, a lot of people. The truth will set them free. Prove that you're in the truth. No, they can't do it. They lost already. But even the loss is good for you guys, because that's how you win here. When you lose, you win. Isn't it? What a path, man. Everybody else is giving you a path. You lose, you die. That's how it is in the material universe. You lose and you die. Where you try to win and you got somebody more strong and you die. They kill you, right? You try to tell people, hey, man, these demons are lying to you. They get you, man. Here, you gurus, you're going to lose and you're going to win. That's my Lord. He's like that. Lord Caitanya is like that. When you lose your ignorance, that's all we're here to do, is get you to lose that ignorance, man. Lose that, you can be a spiritual master and deliver your disciples without spiritual master qualification of bhakti, devotion, prema. In other words, the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. When you lose that ignorance, man, you're going to be a winner. You'll just, oh, wow, you mean I can get the mercy? I can be a real guru? I don't want your disciples. Keep your friggin' disciples, man. I got enough problems. Well, I actually don't have any problems, really. You know why? Because my students grow up fast here. there's that's why they don't communicate much with them because you know too much too many problems. We'll just give you initiation. Here you go. Here's your beads. I'll see you later, man. We gotta go. I gotta go to Switzerland, man. Check my Swiss bank account. Oh yeah, we got a lot of temples in Switzerland there. Yeah. Yeah, it was a different time with Prabhupada. But it's all leading to here, we work as a team, as a team. Teamwork. Otherwise, how are we going to get this done? Bhakti Vinod came, and then the Lord brought a pure devotee like Bhakti Siddhanta in the same family. They weren't all like that. He had 10 kids. Where do you remember any of them? There's only one other one. This Lalita, what was his? I think it was a Lalita Madhava or something like that. But I don't know about him. He liked Bhakti Vinod, but he didn't like Bhakti. So they were always rivals. Then I think after a while, something happened where it softened a little bit. But you know what? I'll tell you how it is. Prabhupada went and visited the Bhajan Kutir of Bhakti Vinod. He goes in there with the disciples. They had the camera. They wanted to get the manuscripts. And they had two types. They had Lalita Madhava, the son, who was writing, and Bhakti Vinod. And Prabhupada didn't photograph any of the son's manuscripts, only Bhakti Vinod's. See, pure devotees, they know. I'm telling you, man. You got to have the real mercy of Lord Caitanya to get through these obstacles. You have no idea. Putana goes all the way up into Vrindavan. Matter of fact, Krishna showed me, when I went to Mayapur, there's somebody who rejected Prabhupada and took reinitiation from Lalita Madhava, the other son of, because, so he told me what that his new guru thought of Bhakti Vinod. It wasn't very pretty. It wasn't nice at all. But it shows you. The Lord showed me a lot of stuff, to convince me. Okay. All right, so let's see where else we're at. Right here. Yeah. So, purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. So here's a good teaching. If you've got a divine grace like Prabhupada, don't take anybody else unless they're actually on that caliber. Otherwise, stay with Prabhupada. That's what he taught. He said, my guru didn't mention that this person should be an acharya or anybody. You should have just continued the mission. But no, they wanted to appoint a savior. That is inconclusive. The real spiritual master is like in the book, chapter 1 of Adi Lila, and that's a very high qualification. That means you have the real mercy of the Lord. That's why the Lord chooses often, somebody that's in a very low caste and empowers them so it defeats the pride of these people. They think they always had this, that it's the most austere person. Like they appointed this Ananta Vasudeva as a charya after the guru left, and Prabhupada didn't like. He said, my guru didn't mention that he should be it. But they thought, look, he's memorized the whole Bhagavatam. See, again, this brahmachari thing, and he's been a good Brahmin, and he used to quote the verses for Bhakti Siddhanta, because he had them all memorized, the whole Bhagavatam. He must be qualified. Bhakti. See, that's why I like Prabhupada. He was such a stickler for the truth as it is. No, that was not right. It was an offense. He called it an offense. He called it the wrong path, just like we do. Oh, if you use some mundane thing. No, are you an acharya, man? I say the same thing now. You should all go with Prabhupada if you don't think the acharya principle is here. If you cannot call your guru here divine grace, you should stick with Prabhupada, but not in the other. Don't go to those other bozos. Because otherwise, you should never take anybody. If the Lord is giving you such a personality like Prabhupada, never go to anybody that is not at least like that, or brings you to the next platform, because they have to be empowered by the same God. And that God is transcendental, and he ain't cheap, man. He's given himself cheaply, but he ain't cheap. That's the teaching Lord Caitanya gave. He said, get that brahmachari out of this class, out of our association. He ain't going to start polluting everything here. See, he's not cheap. Oh, you went through Srivas. Come on back. Simply from my devotee. That's why it works here, isn't it? You guys are going in the right place, the right door. It works, doesn't it? See? Obviously, the Lord has blessed this. Prabhupada really did appear in a dream. It's not a pipe dream. Except I take that pipe dream and beat you over the head with it. I beat him over the head with this pipe dream. It's like a pipe, I'm off to the punk rock, Raganuga disco. That's right. Further explaining what he said, you're stuck in a sinful. Yeah, great. Yeah. You see, Eon shows a good example of that. If he stays in that same mood, he doesn't switch. That's it, man. That's the mood, and that's how you get the mercy. I mean, you start feeling it. See, and if the Lord purifies you, you'll stay in that kind of mood where you. But you can't do it on your own. You have to be purified. See, you have to get the mercy of the Lord. It's the mercy of the Lord to be a real disciple. You think people try. If you're licking your chops to be a guru, then you don't understand. Then that's your blindness. If whatever position you get in this game here, this Harinam game to deliver people in the world, whatever it is, whether it's guru or a real disciple of the guru, that's the guru. The guru is a good follower. What do you think I'm doing? I'm following also. I follow this path. I follow that. I was looking for a living guru, but I couldn't find somebody I could really say that this person could do it. See, that's why the Lord sends people, because it's so hard to find somebody. See, Bhakti Vinod was like that. He ended up taking a neophyte. I think it's like that, because you can't always be sure. But he was writing Vaishnava scriptures before he took initiation. He was even eating meat before he took. Before he did this script, before he did this, the initiation thing. And it seems like he just did this because he just wanted to show the example you need a guru. But he was always an ecstatic guru. He was an ecstatic devotee. The whole thing of having a guru is to bring you to the point of ecstatic worship, and then all you do is keep watering. And it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. You become a spiritual teacher. Like here, you see everybody. You're a spiritual teacher. People start coming too, and you start helping them. You become very important, and then gradually you become guru. You just keep watering the bhakti, man. Stay in association, chanting, watering, and just everything comes naturally. Not artificially, not Prabhupada just disappears and all the seats went right up the next day. Whoop, boom, they were waiting for that. That's not it, man. Come on, man. Wake up. Everybody, followers and your guru and the gurus, you understand that's not the way it works. No. Your students learn and grow fast here because, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we do this regularly too. I mean, it's great because we're all on the same page. So we relate. We like this. We like talking about Krishna. That's why Krishna comes. How do you know he's coming? Because we like. If Krishna was not here, we would have no happy feelings about this. It's because the Lord is actually here. Radha and Krishna are here. Lord Caitanya is here. The blessings of the Parampara are here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be interested. The Maya would be here. The Maya would be saying, we'd be talking about, the world, and, don't you, it's World War III, let's go, let's talk about that, man. Let's say, it's going to, let's be in fear, isn't that what they want? Maya wants you to be afraid. That's how she controls you. Oh, you think Bill Gates is controlling you? No, Maya's controlling you and them. They're afraid you're going to be out of control, their control. See? They're afraid too. Everybody, there's a fear energy, they're afraid that they can't get complete control. That freaks people out that really want control, man. It is a fear personified, man. They're fear personified. Oh my God, we can't control the reason. Look at this shows you how much fear there is. If we don't control the weather, if we don't control the resources, if we don't take people away from being in we got to herd them like cows into cities and put them in cubicles and put them in the metaverse because we got to control the weather. Because it's all about control. Without control, we're in fear. They're still in fear. They never get rid of the fear. Isn't it funny, the elites, they never have enough money and never have enough fear. Never enough fear for you. They've been waiting for this. Oh, wow, we can have one fearful incident after another one. One comes, COVID, one fear there. All right. Oh, you got to get your little injection. Another fear there, man. Oh, climate change. Another fear here. So many fears. World War III fear now. Everybody. No wonder the suicide rate is up, man. People are like, I can't stand being here anymore, man. Give me some drugs. Big pharma. Oh, yeah. Take the drugs, man. Yes, this will zone you out, man. Yeah, lots of alcohol. They make it really cheap, too. Alcohol, very cheap. The drunks out there, they buy all kinds of every day, man. This world, whatever happens, fine. They're sleeping on the floor, on the street, man. No problem. Every day. Mode of ignorance. And pot's really up. But here, this is so great, man. Where's the fear? Well, we can give shelter. We can give the people, freedom from fear, whether they're elites, or whether, whatever they are, they can come here and be happy and win-win. Everything will change. We'll do a new genesis on the planet, man. It's just, a lot of talks here. I don't want to be Guru Dev. Yeah. Well, it's not whether you want to or don't want to. See, everything's spontaneous here. Just be a good disciple. That's spontaneous. It's from your heart. You like doing it, being this way, submissive and hearing. You just do that. See, and when it's time to be a guru, it'll just come. People will just start coming, and you'll. And you'll probably have a dream. If I'm around, I'll say, hey, Isan, go out and do the guru thing, man. Right now, get out. Just keep away from being sections because they got you, in the system. That's the problem. Once they get you in, man. So now you got to just always avoid that. Yeah, but Krishna will protect you. You stay here, everything will be fine. Listen to some good advice sometimes and you'll be all right. Yeah. You know, I think I got to stop for a while. Voice. It was fun. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming, everybody. Thanks, Govinda. Thanks for your cheerleading, man. Encourage me. Thank there, Sach Chithead, for putting the broadcast out there to so many people and working in the behind the scenes. Thank you there, Sach Chithead. Adios. Hasta la vista, baby Krishna.